The devil is always so busy, and for some reason, these types of people are always sent my way. Which is why I've become more of a reserved person. I'm leaning more towards my introverted side on the ambivert scale. Maybe you can relate. I want to talk about love, everyone's idea of love that's not always a good way to love, and respect. Is love more important than respect? If you could pick just one, which one would you choose? It's hard to find someone that does both. At the same time, there are people who respect and maybe not love. So you may respect and not necessarily love your boss, for example. But there are so many people in this world that love someone, but they don't respect them. In other words, there are abusive people in this world who genuinely think that they're showing love to the person that they are abusing. And of course, that stems from trauma, childhood neglect, and all that kind of stuff. But I also want to talk about when you outgrow someone, that doesn't necessarily mean that that person does not love you anymore. So when I say outgrow, like, yeah, you know that just because you outgrew someone, that does not mean that you don't care about them anymore. So this could be your favorite cousin, your best friend, and you get a certain age. And if you personally feel like you outgrew them, that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't respect them or love them or appreciate them. You just feel like you guys are not, your friendship or your relationship isn't the same as it once was. However, when someone else outgrows you, you don't really know how they feel. You can only go off of how they treat you. I'm someone who kind of puts myself in other people's shoes, and not everyone has the gift to do that. So, for example, if someone is rude to me or something, I'm quick to kind of brush it off like, oh, they're having a bad day. It's not okay that they were rude to me, but I also know that everyone is human. And there's been times where I was rude to somebody because I had a bad day. But when you keep doing it, that's when it's a problem. It can become confusing when it's your mother or your wife or like your best friend of 20 years. Then it's not that easy to cut these people off because these are people close to you. This same person that doesn't respect you, that treats you bad, you know that they would give you the shirt off of their back if you needed it. But the only problem with that is they're not going to let you forget that they gave you their shirt off of their back. And I'm bouncing all over the place with this video, but I really think personally that respect is more important than love. There's been people in my life that I know that they love me. They would give me their kidney if I needed it, but they don't respect me. These people are manipulative. They try to tear you down every chance that they get. They want you to be insecure in yourself. They want you to think that you're not very smart, really, because they're overprotective of you. They feel that they have the rights to control what you do in life because they love you that much. They're terrified of the idea of you going out into the world and getting hurt, unalived, whatever the case may be, because they love you and that's supposed to justify how they make you feel. And none of this is fair to you. This kind of falls into like the energy vampire category as well. These same people are very unhappy and bitter for whatever reason. And there is something about you that they want to keep close. And obviously, not all of these people that claim that they love you actually love you. It's up to you to decide if you want to stick around and find out. If we keep encountering the same people, the same situation through different people, it's because it's something that we have to address within ourselves. The same demon, different face. And just because someone is telling you that the way that they're treating you is love, that's love to them and not to you. You don't have to accept that just because that's their idea of love. Because I don't care what anybody says. When you get a certain age and when you go out into the world, you start to realize what's right and what's wrong. So when you choose to continue being a certain person and you're telling everyone around you to just deal with it, it's just who you are, then you don't have to stick around. Now, this video is not encouraging minors to run away from home or anything like that. You and your parents are not seeing eye to eye. Please do not interpret this video as me influencing you to run away. It's okay to see things as they are. You know if the person means well. I understand not everyone is empathetic and it's really good at like putting themselves in other people's shoes and reading off of energy, but I'm known as the blunt friend. I know that I'm not a rude person. I don't have negative intentions. I'm not trying to say things to tear someone down. Even if I say something that you don't like, you know that it's coming from a good place. As opposed to, oh, he said something that I don't like. He's not being a good friend. He's fake. Don't let your emotions get the best of a good thing. If I did or said something that's wrong, I expect my friend to be real with me about that. Now, they shouldn't purposely try to make me feel bad and tear me down, but I expect you to be completely honest with me because you love and respect me, right? You're like around someone all the time, whether it's a coworker, again, like your boyfriend, your favorite cousin, your sister, whoever it is, your grandparents, and they're always in a terrible mood. Every time they come around, your spirit wants to just avoid them. They've shown you that they love you, right? So now you're conflicted. You're like, oh my God, like, yeah, I don't like how they act and how they make me feel, but I know that they love me. You have to love these people from a distance because you have to protect your spirit. Like that kind of stuff, it's like gum, it can stick to you. You just have to avoid them as much as possible because there's a reason that you're in that environment currently. And even with relationships, all your exes are toxic and like they're the same type of guy. It's because you're attracting the same demon. I'm not calling other people demons, but people do carry demons. Like ask yourself why you keep dating the same guy. Ask yourself why you're attracted to that type of guy or girl. Really dissect that and don't be afraid to be honest with yourself. But anyway, I'm gonna stop this video here. I just really wanted to put that out, this video out about this particular topic because it's something that I personally keep attracting. Do you guys have any suggestions on what type of videos you'd like to see from me? I know I put out all kinds of stuff, vlogs, hair tutorials, skincare.